Welcome to Everything Football and welcome to another Champions League Fantasy Update video. So there's been a lot of injuries and a lot of suspensions the last couple of weeks or the last couple of match days in Champions League Fantasy, but somehow you're one of the people who have managed to go through that without playing your wildcard. So in this one, we are going to be talking about the best wildcard team for match day 5. There's still more injuries that have been picked up and more injuries that are probably going to be picked up. The likes of Diogo Jota now out, the likes of Luis Diaz from the previous match day. Sane has now gotten injured, so there is a lot of changes to be made as well. I already did a limitless video, so if you want to watch that, it will be linked at the end of this video. So let's get started without wasting time at all. So there's still a couple of teams with really good fixtures. Now, if you're playing your wildcard in match day 5 and you still have a limitless chip to play as well, you're in a very pretty decent position. You're basically playing your wildcard for one match day. Listen, you can still play your wildcard for match day 5 and 6 if it can carry you to the match day 6 and keep your limitless for the knockout stage. There's no written rule where it says you have to play your limitless or your wildcard in the group stage. You can play it later if you prefer, but considering you get another wildcard after the group stage to put your team together for the round of 16, it makes more sense to play your wildcard and your limitless chip in the group stage where you can take advantage of the bigger teams playing the smaller teams like PSG, Target, all these teams playing the smaller teams. That is why we play it in the group stage. So there's that, but there's the other option where you play your wildcard, or there's other case where you have your wildcard but you don't have your limitless, where you have to play your wildcard all the way and cover match day 5 and match day 6. So that is what we are going to be talking about today. Which teams should you be considering and which games should we be looking for? Which teams have already gone through and are probably going to rest players in match day 6? We are going to be looking at all that. So let's get started with our goalkeeper. Now, Inter Milan have still not yet proceeded. I think one win away. They will proceed considering Bayern Munich are playing against Barcelona. So if Barcelona don't win that game, Inter Milan have a very good fixture against Victoria Pilsen. So I am going to go with their goalkeeper, Onana, at 5 million. Not a bad option at all. You can double up with one of their defenders if you prefer. Also considering that in match day 5, they are playing the early fixture on Wednesday, so you get to see their team is before you make any changes at all. So I have gone for Onana in goal. Very, very good option. 19 points so far, and he's been playing the likes of Barcelona and the likes of Bayern Munich. Not a bad return. So Onana is the first option. And defensively, it never changes. I'm still going to go with the Man City player. They have Sevilla and Dortmund remaining, but Cancelo is such a machine. 34 points already this season. He's already picked up assists in like 3 of the 4 games. Already picked up a clean sheet as well, even when they were down to 10 men against Copenhagen. Is a massive attacking threat. And against Dortmund, you don't expect them to rest players. You expect them to go for it to try and secure a top spot in that group. So Cancelo is the option. I've talked about him a lot of times. I feel like there's no need to talk about him anymore. And his other teammate, his forward teammate, his name is Erling Haaland. He didn't play against Copenhagen last time out, but this time around, he is facing his former club, Dortmund. He will be fired up for this one. He will want to prove a point if there's any point to prove. He's already risen to 11.1 million. Cancelo has risen to 6.7 from 6.5. So not a bad option at all, both of them. But this time around, we are not going to triple up on Man City, maybe until the final day when they play Sevilla. I don't think Dortmund will be the easiest fixture for them. But Haaland is Haaland, and Cancelo is very good at recovery points and all that, so he can still get you 7 points in this match. At least that's how good he is. So those are my Man City picks. In terms of midfield, nothing changes. Napoli have been absolutely exceptional this season. The other day in the league as well, they scored another 3 or 4 goals. Absolutely crazy. They scored, I think they won 3-2. They're absolutely fantastic. And Kvaratskhelia took a penalty in the last match day. Definitely a very good option once again. Playing Rangers at home, you cannot complain about that at all. And in the last game, they are playing Liverpool away, but you would expect that to be an open game. I'm thinking 3-2. I'm glad that from the first day, I predicted that this group will have a lot of goals from Rangers against Ajax, from Napoli against Liverpool. I said this is the group that will have a lot of goals, and I'm glad that has turned out to be the case, and I think it's going to be the same for the remaining 2 match days. I can see Napoli trashing Rangers maybe 4-1 1 or something, and then Liverpool Rangers something like Liverpool Ajax, so it's something like 3-2, and then on the final day, open game, if Ajax already finished third and Rangers already out, that could easily be like a 4-4, something crazy like that. So I am going to go for Kvaratskhelia, but he is not the only option I am going to go for from Napoli. I'm going to double up because of how good this fixture is. Zielinski will be my second option. Anguissa is still currently injured. If he's fit, 100% fit by then, you can go for him. It's cheaper than Zielinski. But Zielinski so far picked up an assist in match day 4. He got a goal in match day 3. He had an exceptional match day 1 where he scored 2 goals and got an assist and got player of the match. I cannot complain about that. And the good thing with this is at least one of them will start, if not both of them. So you definitely cover the Napoli attack, which I think you have to. Forward is very, very difficult because in the last 2 games, Politano has started, not Politano, Raspadori has started, played 45 minutes, and Osimhen has come on. So Raspadori and Osimhen usually rotate. And the likes of Politano and Lozano, we just don't know how long they're going to play. So I prefer Kvaratskhelia and Zielinski. Next up in midfield, I am still going to go for Kudus because of how cheap he is and the position he plays. And his next 2 fixtures, I have to try and win to secure 3rd place at least. And Kudus is my option. Playing against Liverpool at home. Liverpool haven't been great defensively. Last couple of games, they've kept a clean sheet against Man City and West Ham. But in the Champions League, they have been conceding goals. They even conceded the first goal of the season to Rangers. Rangers' first goal in the Champions League this season in the last match, even though they won 7-1 or something. So Kudus starts there because his last game as well will be against Rangers. As I said, it's going to be an open game, so I'm going to go for him. And very cheap as well, 5.4. He started at something like 5 million, so quite cheap. Next up, let's go to the forward players. I am going to go for Mbappe because of the fixture, Maccabi Haifa. Very good fixture. And in the last game, they will be away, but against Juventus, I'd not be surprised if they won that game. They are still trying to clinch top spot in that one. So I think all these players will play all the way to match day 6. So that is my option. And just like Man City, I am going to double up on PSG. I am going to go with their defender. And I'm going to go for Ramos because he has more. Nuno Mendes is out injured. Hakimi is a bit more expensive, but I will leave some cash later on, and I'll let you know what you can do with it. So Ramos, 5 million. He already has like something like 23, 24 recovery balls. He's recovered 24 balls, and in match day 4, he got 8 ball recoveries, 8 before that as well. And then he also got 6 in match day 1. So he can get you points for that. At least you expect like at least 1 recovery point against Maccabi Haifa. And if they keep a clean sheet, you're looking at 7-8 points from that match. So Ramos is my defensive option from PSG. Next up, I am going to go with the Liverpool defender, Trent Alexander-Arnold. They have him injured over here, but he's not injured. He has played the last couple of games, so he's fit. Don't worry about this injured thing. Trent is fit. You can go for a cheaper option, but the problem is on the left side, Robertson and Tsimikas rotate a lot. I think Trent will start against Ajax. Van Dijk is a cheaper option. You can save yourself 1 million there, so no problem. But I'm going for Trent Alexander-Arnold because of the free kicks and the corners. Next up, I have gone for a goalkeeper playing on Wednesday. Let's choose a goalkeeper playing on Tuesday, and I think it's too good to ignore him because of his price and Chelsea's fixtures. Kepa has been playing ahead of Mendy since the new manager came in. 4.5 is what he's going to cost you. He's playing on the first day. He gets to play the first fixture, so you get to see the team news. If he's not there, you just take him out. But 4.5 million, very tough to ignore. Salzburg away, you expect save points, and also in the home game against Dinamo Zagreb could easily be a clean sheet. So that is the difference midfield and striking so far, and that's the goalkeeper complete. Next up, we go back to Club Brugge. They've been absolutely fantastic this season. I had their player from match day 1 all the way to match day 3, and then I played my wildcard, and then I dropped them. I didn't know they were still going to do well against Atletico Madrid, but they've continued that form. And Major, I'm glad I talked about him in match day 1. Major sticks in the team once again. You could go for someone like Silla because there will be enough money, but at home against FC Porto, still a very good fixture, and he plays as a left wing back. I cannot complain about that. He can still get you points. And Club Brugge have gone through to the knockout stage. That is just incredible for them as a club. Next up, I have gone for Real Madrid. I was thinking Benzema because he's back. He's won the Ballon d'Or. He's fired up to take Real Madrid to the next round to finish top of the group. But I have stuck with Valverde because of how cheap he is. And he did score in the last game against Barcelona. So 6.7 the stats remain from the last game at the last match day. I talked about him. He has picked up assists this season, goals, 12 points in match day 2. The last time they played Leipzig, they are playing them again this time round. 6 points in match day 1, got an assist. The last 2 match days have been a bit quiet, but he did rest, right? He got subbed off early, if I'm not wrong, in match day 4, 68 minutes, because they had a derby right after that, the El Clasico right after that. So Valverde is my option. You can find a way to get Vinicius if you prefer. And then the last midfield I'm going to go for is Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich have a lot of injuries, and they've already finished their games against Victoria Pilsen, so we are not going to triple up on them like we used to the last couple of match days, like Mane, Sane, all these guys. We are going to go for Kimmich at 6.7 million. He missed a couple of match days because of injury, match day 3, but he was back in match day 4. 6 balls recovered, 2 points for that. This season is already recovered 19 ball recoveries this season in only 3 matches, only 1 yellow card, 2 assists already. He is on a couple of free kicks and corners too. So Kimmich, tough fixtures, but I think he can get recovery points in these fixtures. That's why I've gone for a midfielder from that game, Bayern Munich. You cannot go without any Bayern Munich players. I still think they're going to at least maybe draw one of them and win on one of those games. Next up, let's complete the defense. And I have gone for a Chelsea defender, a double up on Chelsea, because they play on the first day. They play Salzburg. We get to see their team news. If you prefer not to do that, if you can prefer to go for 2 PSG defenders if you prefer, but I'm going for Chelsea because I'm targeting both match day 5 and 6, and I'm going to go for Koulibaly at 5 million. Reece James is out injured. Azpilicueta could play, but he could play one and then get rested for the other. But as I said, you get to see the team news. So if Azpilicueta starts at right wing back or something, you can't go for him. But Koulibaly, I think, has the better chance of playing almost the entire game and picking up recovery points. And he's also a threat in the opposition box from corners and stuff like that. 18 balls recovered in 3 match days, 8 points in match day 4. So he got a clean sheet, 6 balls recovered, and got another clean sheet against AC Milan in match day 3. So Koulibaly completes the defense. And then finally in attack, I have gone for Alexis Sanchez from Marseille. He has Tottenham in the last home game, and then right now he's going to play Frankfurt away from home at only 6.4 million. I talked about him in match day 2, in match day 1, sorry, but he was still out. He was suspended, and then match day 2 disappointed, but then I didn't have him for match day 3. That's when he came back and scored, and then also in match day 4 he scored and picked up player of the match. 10 and 9 points. 2 very good fixtures coming up. Marseille still trying to qualify in that group. I think it's a very tight group. Tottenham, Frankfurt, Marseille, and Sporting. Any team can still go through. So I think it's not a bad idea to target their players. And Alexis Sanchez is who I have gone for. So as you can see here, we still have 2.6 million in the bank. You can use it in a lot of different ways. For example, if you don't want Alexis Sanchez, I can just take him out. If you prefer Inter Milan because they're playing Pilsen, you can go for Lautaro Martinez. As you can see, it fits perfectly. You have 0.6 million remaining. You could also go for a juggler if you prefer. Let's see, juggler up front. 5.8, and you'll have 3.2 remaining. You can then upgrade Valverde. You'll have 9.9 million. You can upgrade Valverde to someone else from Real Madrid if you prefer. Midfield, Vinicius, you're going to miss out on 0.1 million, but then you can still easily get it from elsewhere. As I said, you can remove Trent and go for Van Dijk instead. There's a lot you can do with that money remaining in the bank. We can go for Virgil van Dijk, and you'll still have 0.9 million remaining. That is still enough. You can go for someone else. You can remove Ramos and bring in Hakimi and then get that 0.2, 0.3 from elsewhere. But there is a lot you can do. But for now, I have stuck with this one. Kudus in midfield, Kimmich, Zielinski, Varshelia, and Valverde. But I have given you an option of improving some of the players if you prefer. You can also change the goalkeeper from Kepa to someone else at 5.5 million. You can also go for Dumfries if it starts in the second day instead of someone like a Koulibaly. You can go for a wing back, whoever starts, Chilwell, Cucurella. You can go for that if you prefer. I think this is the team. So let's put Alexis Sanchez on the forward line. And then so you can see the final team. But yeah, there's a lot you can do, a lot of changes you can make. You have a lot of money remaining in the bank. I think this is the final team. Yep. Kepa, Onana in goal, Cancelo, Ramos, Trent, Alexander-Arnold, and Major Koulibaly in defense. You have a midfield like Varshelia, Zielinski, Kudus, Valverde, and Kimmich. And you have a forward line of Haaland, Mbappe, and Alexis Sanchez with 2.6 million remaining in the bank. That is the team selection for match day 5 in terms of your wildcard. In case you've already played your wildcard or you're looking to see a limitless team, I've already done that video. Click on this on screen right now to check out the match day 5 team selection for your limitless chip. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you on the next one.